welcome to Top Hat Chat live with me, Street, Orb, and our special guest for this evening, TheRealGarfolk, also known as Garrett, possibly in and out randomly throughout the stream. We'll be swapping that backwards and forwards. Tonight on the channel we are going to be debating our opinions on Sonic, I suppose, and whether or not we think it's terrible or possibly the greatest franchise of all time in gaming.
Yeah, I will be playing mediators for this debate, and we have two distinct sides for the argument. We have the four, as in we really love Sonic, and that will be Garrett's role for this. Yeah. And we have the I seriously hate Sonic, it should just go away and die camp over there. So, let's hear from the love Sonic camp first of all. What is it in particular you love about the Sonic games and the franchise as a whole?
Well, as you said earlier, music, I would say, is a big thing for Sonic. A lot of the Sonic games, I think, have pretty powerful soundtracks, particularly the originals, like the first three Sega Mega Drive ones.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sega Mega Drive, I think is one of the, probably my favourite video game soundtracks. I think it's got some really good songs on it. It goes off in a very different direction in later games, the soundtrack.
Yeah, just a bit actually. It's quite
comparison.
Quite distinct. There are some decent changes, especially when you get a lot later on. Personally, I think the music was absolutely amazing in Sonic 1, which is the only Sonic game that I think is worth playing.
Really?
Yeah, I quite like Sonic 1. The music's very, very good. As you discuss music, we'll talk about that. Very, very kind of distinct around the different zones. Really, really like it. Think it's fine. No issues with that at all. But the gameplay is actually better in Sonic 1 than every one that came after. And here's why. In Sonic 1, there were certain limitations around the hardware and what was going on at the time. And it played slower. It was more like a traditional platformer with faster elements.
Yeah.
As soon as it hit Sonic 2, you got that whole gotta go fast thing, and they implemented it really well. Kind of. If that's the only point of playing a game, going really, really fast, then kind of what's the point? You lose a lot of the platforming elements that the first one did so well. So I actually find a massive disappointment with every later Sonic.
I mean, I think you both raised some very good points. I think the music, in my opinion, is definitely some of the best music ever seen in gaming up to that point. And some of the tracks like Oilfield Zone and Mystic Cave and Marble Zone from 1, and there's certain tracks there, Starlight Zone, that will always forever be, for me, some of gaming music's pinnacle pieces. I do also agree that when they started to introduce the all-out speed approach that 2 and 3 and Sonic and Knuckles ended up propagating, you do lose some of the platform gameplay that you enjoy. So what I would say to you is this. Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3, I feel, dialed back ever so slightly on that speed, because they introduced certain things such as used to get caught up in webbing a lot, and a lot of things would actually slow the pace down. And in fact, Knuckles as a character himself isn't a fast player. He glides. He's slow. Yeah. It's climbing. A lot of the climbing is slow. Yeah. So would you not agree that arguably Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles are the best of both worlds?
I wouldn't agree about Sonic 3, but I don't know. Maybe. I think there are some arguments for that, and I would tend to agree with you, actually, Orb, in some senses. But the speed aspect, I think, just ruins it. Because, again, no matter what character you play as, your goal is still to get to the end as fast as possible, and you're still losing a lot of the elements of the decent platforming. Sonic 1's platform was absolutely amazing.
But it does kind of bring in a more skill-based kind of level to it, if you see what I mean, where you have to adapt to the speed and things.
Are you trying to say I suck and that's why I don't like it?
I mean, I'm not flat out saying it.
Yeah. So I'm not good enough and that's why I don't like Sonic.
I'm not saying that, but But again, in the Sonic Advance games, they were very similar to the original ones. I think they kind of did what you said with those as well. They slowed it down a little bit more, and they felt quite a lot more platformy.
Yeah, but again, that's due to the hardware limitations of the systems that will be played. You know, they're kind of forced into playing things slightly slower, which actually gives them a better gameplay experience. And it's literally not through the fact that we're going to try and make the game better by making it a bit more platformy. They're saying, oh, well, we'll do our best to try and make you go fast. I mean, if you look at the advanced games as well, the motion blur on those is horrendous. It's at times it feels unplayable.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, yeah. But, well, actually, funnily enough, you say about that, we were playing Sonic Adventure not too long ago, and what was it, maybe like 20 minutes, half hour into playing, I had to pass the controller to Orb, and I had to stop because I was getting motion sickness from it. I actually felt sick from playing it. I was like, I can't look at this anymore, it's making me sick.
See, Sonic Adventure I don't mind.
I think it's a great game when it's not making me want to throw up.
That makes sense. I don't like many games that make me want to be sick. I can't. In fact, off the top of my head, I can't think of one. I can't think of one game that makes me want to be sick that I enjoy.
No. Well, I mean, Sonic Adventure.
Yeah. I did kind of say that I do enjoy that game.
Yeah, it is a good one. I mean, 2 is interesting because it's this. I have a sort of love-hate thing with Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
I really like that game, but I will admit it's not a good game. It controls terribly, but I still really enjoy it.
Look,
it does play really badly.
I mean, I'm here to admit, and this is a pretty brutal thing to admit in the gaming world, right?
Go.
I quite enjoy the cat levels on Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That I know that's a like.
That slows it down a lot. Big the cat.
Yeah, I know. Come on. It does. It really brings that cerebral gameplay.
It does slow it down a bit. You are right.
Wow.
Oh god. Right, but while you're bringing up Big the Cat,
yeah.
right, I'm going to bring up another point which I think is we really have to touch on, and I'm going to have to get a list up. Okay. Characters in Sonic games. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sonic, right, other than being a bit of a turd, right, just taking on that 90s arrogance and persona and just forcing it down your throat at every possible opportunity. His facial expressions, just that muggy face, just like, I'm better than you. I go fast.
He is better than us.
Yeah, clearly you're impressing the ladies with your speed. Like, yeah,
Amy loves him.
Wow.
Yeah, Amy. What a ridiculous character that is, right? But I'm going to down the good ones first. So you got Sonic, okay? Although he's an arrogant turd, actually... He's the name of the game. We can't really argue with that too much. Tails, right? Adds an extra mechanic. Not a bad character. Bit of a sidekick.
Yeah.
Haven't got a massive problem with Tails. Knuckles. Not a massive issue with Knuckles.
No,
he's
I quite like Knuckles myself.
He's an echidna. You are very right. Yeah, I mean echidnas are cool. And again, adds up a different mechanic to the gameplay. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. Let me just quickly bring up this list.
Okay.
So, you've got... Oh, also, I don't know, I literally just found this out recently. I don't know why I didn't know this, but Tails' real name is Miles Prower.
You didn't know that before?
No, I didn't know that. I don't know why that overflew me, but yeah, what
Yeah, you didn't know it's Miles Tails Prower?
No, I don't know why I didn't know this.
It tells you on Sonic Adventure when you're selecting him.
Anyway.
Yes.
So you've got Amy Rose.
Yeah, awesome.
Meh.
Femme Fatale, come on.
Okay.
Yes.
Shadow.
Got guns. Next.
Emo Sonic.
He's got guns.
Emo Sonic.
He's America's Sonic.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's America's Sonic.
Who doesn't want goth Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay, Rouge.
Who?
I quite like
Rouge the Bat.
Rouge the
Bat.
I
Oh,
quite
yeah.
like
Rouge can suck a chode.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind
You have Cream the Rabbit and Cheese.
Cream the Rabbit and Cheese, yeah.
Well...
Blaze the Cat.
Blaze the Cat.
Yeah. You have Silver the Hedgehog.
Who's Silver?
That guy there.
I like his colouring.
Yeah, it's like a really new
Who else have you got? Espio the Chameleon.
Was that a Sonic Heroes character, I want to say?
It's an awful one. Charmy B.
Yeah, Charlie B.
Yeah.
Charmy.
I'm pretty sure these
Charmy
were
B.
Charmy,
Sonic
yeah, that's the thing.
Heroes.
Charmy.
Yeah.
Vector the crocodile.
Yes, Vector the crocodile.
Yeah.
You got Big the cat and Froggy, who we've already spoken about.
Yeah.
Froggy.
We have Marine the raccoon.
Not familiar with that one myself.
Mighty the armadillo.
That's good. I like that name combo.
Ray the flying squirrel.
They're not picking the most impressive of animals.
We have Tickle the echidna.
Tickle the echidna.
Fang the sniper.
Fang the sniper.
Yeah.
I like that. He looks like Pinstripe from
Bean
Crash.
the dynamite.
Bean.
Yeah, Bean. Bark the polar bear.
Oh.
Jet the hawk.
Yeah.
Wave the swallow. Yeah, I
I
know.
won't say anything about that one.
Storm the albatross. And the list goes on and on and on of characters with zero personality that nobody cares about. Why? Why have they done this? Just over and over again. They don't even with the introductions of a lot of these characters, straight over my head. I've played with a lot of these characters. I can't remember them. I'm reading through that list going, what? What? Where did they come from? Then Googling the names going, oh, right, that makes sense.
I mean, they're just kind of background characters, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
They're playable.
But you're not going to pick them, are you?
No, that's
it's in
the
the
point.
name, Sonic the Hedgehog. You want to be Sonic.
Yeah, you're going to pick Sonic. Or
But
Knuckles.
do you not want variety then?
I don't want
Yeah.
that much variety.
That's.
Variety
I think
is
that's
just-
more. That's more of a comment on you than
No,
I think.
variety is the spice of life. Go through my spice rack, throw every single one of them into a dish, and you'll hate it.
You don't use spices.
Very
in
odd
your food.
analogy.
You
I
like
do. I
plain
have
cheese
to. I'm a
pizza.
vegetarian.
Well,
That's the
yeah.
only way I get any flavour.
Bread, cheese, and sauce.
Exactly. But that's the thing. You're just throwing stuff over the top. I mean, Lion Seekers just put Poochie the dog. Might as well be another character. Just
We do
throw 'em
like
in.
Poochie, though.
I love Poochie.
But there's just too many
What's up,
characters.
Poochie?
Poochie
They're
the
just
rocking
throwing
dog.
it out there.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason to be that amount of characters, and they're not even inventive. You've got like 3 echidnas for no reason.
I can't take you seriously
yeah.
because you don't like Big the Cat.
Yeah.
Big the Cat's okay.
No, you didn't say that. You lumped him in with Charmy B.
No, I read the list in order,
Well,
and
he
I
was
said
low.
we've already spoken about.
Well,
Big
where
the
was the robot?
Cat. There is a stupid robot in there as well.
How dare you,
And
stupid
then you've got
robot.
Metal
Ooh.
Sonic, Metal Knuckles.
Yeah, Metal Sonic's cool.
Ah, that's cool, yeah.
Super Saiyan Sonic.
Oh, Supersonic's great.
Again, it's just an evolution of Sonic. They're just trying to... They cashed in on the Pokemon craze. We've evolved our Sonic into Super Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, it's only temporary. He changes back. It's like a Dragon Ball Z thing.
Yeah. I think you're just hating. I think you forgot your 90s roots. I think that's what
Yeah.
it is. You seem to not understand that going fast was rad, dude. That's what you needed to do, bruh. Go fast. Like
thing is-
blast processing.
But the thing is that the line is, gotta go fast.
Yeah.
Which is implying that I have to.
Yeah.
It says I can only play the game exactly the way that it's designed to be played, and you will lose all fun unless you play it the way that I want to. I'm telling you how to play my game. I think that's bull.
But, I mean, you wouldn't put on a Sonic game and just kind of sluggishly stroll
You
through
do
the
in
level.
one, and it was perfect.
You don't know because there are slides in one.
There's
There are
slides,
loops to loops.
But you're not just going, right, I'm here. Right, ready? Let's get to here as fast as I can. It's like, right, okay, we're going to pick a way to go, or if we go, like, it's got some variety.
Is this why you hated Crash Team Racing? Because it's too fast?
No, I hated Crash Team Racing because they screwed up all the mechanics, and it plays like arse.
Yeah, I mean, it did, but...
High curve. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like it. I just think there's too many characters.
So do you dislike racing games for that? Where the point of that is get from point A to point B as quick as
I
you
don't
can?
play a lot of racing games where that
Given
is
that
the
Sonic's
only...
a platformer, I'll give you that. But
That's the only objective. If that's the only objective, I don't play a lot of racing games.
Hmm.
But what I will do is I'll play kart races where the objective is like to blow each other up
Yeah.
and power ups and stuff like that. Like I'll happily play kart races and stuff like that. No issue. Even playing GTA 5, I played the hell out of GTA 5. Wasn't too keen on the racing missions.
No. Sonic kart racing.
Sonic kart racing
Haven't
apparently
played
is
that.
good.
Not bad, actually. I actually tried it for the first time a few weeks back, funnily enough, and it's not actually that bad.
Is it better than CTR?
Well, that's a given, really, isn't
Well,
it?
there you go.
Yeah. Not the original.
So
Talking about the
Sonic
new
is
one.
still giving to the community. That's what I think you're. I think you've
No, but the
forgotten
thing
your
is,
90s
it giveth,
roots.
but it also taketh away. And I think that we lost a lot of good Sonic games just through the motto of "Gotta go fast."
I'm interested that you haven't attacked Sonic on the basis of its 2006 attempted reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
I mean,
interesting
that was,
that you haven't chosen to touch
that was
on
an
that.
interesting game.
I
yeah.
barely even count that as Sonic. It's,
Bestiality simulator.
Yeah, that was
it's pretty
it
rough.
kisses someone, everyone lost their shit about it.
Yeah, again, like it got to the point where by the time the reboots were looking, it was just kind of like, nah.
It didn't really need rebooting,
No,
really, did
no.
it?
Was it Sonic Mania that they brought out recently, which was the fan made one?
Yeah,
Yes,
and it
that
was
was
great.
fantastic.
Yeah, that was very, very
Fantastic.
good. But what that did is that did really good at taking the best elements from every single game, pretty much, bar a few.
Yeah.
And putting it out there, which is fine. I just think that after Sonic 1, everything else was a massive disappointment. I'm not going to say that Sonic itself is awful, but what I'm saying is I think that Sonic 1 is its pinnacle and it's been downhill ever since.
I think you should kind of look at Sonic like you should look at WCW.
What? Hopefully it will fail in the end.
No. Right? So, what happened was WWF or WWE / Mario was
Okay.
dominating the scene for Nintendo.
Okay.
That was the number one property.
Okay.
Sonic was created to compete directly with Mario for Sega as a mascot, or to compete directly with the WWF, WCW. They ran it close for the vast majority of the early to mid 90s. It was a close run thing. There was a firm Sonic camp, there was a firm Mario camp, but the winners were gamers in general, because we had two fantastic game series with two really cool characters leading the way on different systems.
Yeah.
And then eventually, the bigger juggernaut with the more established brand behind it in Nintendo / WWF won out towards the end of the 90s and maintained dominance. And to the point where WCW was bought by WWE, Sonic was bought by Nintendo, and has been incorporated into the same thing, just like WCW was.
Okay.
It's 90s personified. I love it. It's so good.
You're doing a terrible job as moderator being impartial, by the way.
I'm being impartial. I've said there's terrible things about it. I just ragged on Sonic 06.
Well, I think that's a really good conclusion
Yeah,
to this. Do you think I think this is a good conclusion?
Yeah, I feel it comes to the end.
yeah.
So, do you want to?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Go.
Thank you very much for joining us in our first of the Great Games Debate. It's a series we're looking in starting where we're going to be discussing random topics from the world of gaming, having a debate about it, and seeing who wins. I think today we all won because it was our first time. Two of us are hungover. One of us is extremely tired. So, what I'd love you to do is help us out here and let us know who you thought won in the comments below. That would be extremely helpful, and then we can talk about that on the next time that we come on YouTube. We're about to head over to twitch.tv/TopHatChat, where we will be playing Metal Gear Solid on the £95 PlayStation Classic by Garfolk. It's going to be a riot. You should come over, join us. We're going to start literally as soon as we come off here, we're going to go live onto Twitch. We're going to give it about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then we're going to start playing. It's going to be an awesome journey. We hope you join us for it. You can find us on Instagram. Just search for Top Hat Chat. Our Twitters are located at the bottom of the screen right now, as Street is pointing out. Garfolk doesn't have one, but you can probably find him if you look for him on Instagram or somewhere.
If you scrub hard enough, I'm around.
Yeah. What's your Instagram name? Do you want it out there?
I don't really use it, but I will make a new one and start using
Yeah.
that.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll find him at Twitter as well.
I'll make one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please come along, and thank you ever so much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. We'll hopefully see you in the future. Come join us.
Yeah. And if you haven't already made a Twitch account, it takes about 12 seconds. So there's no excuse. Go and make one. Give us a follow, and you'll be able to get caught up on all of our streams all the time. You get to see whenever we go live. We're kind of fun. Anyway, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.
See how that